Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into the band known as Torrential with a song called Differentiate. We have lyrics. It was released at the very end of 2021 on the 16th of December. The band is very small, at least on YouTube. It has just over 1,000 subs, so we're going to check them out. It's always good to find some new shit, even if it's regardless of the size of the band, because like mostly the up and coming band does some of the most epic shit you'll ever find, man. It's metalcore, that much I know. Like just from the comments, just reading them, it's like best. Some people are saying like the best metalcore song all year type shit. So we're gonna give it a try, see what it's like, and let's jump into this. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Let me just turn off the lyrics. I'm watching because the video looks amazing. So let's try that once again. I'll put the lyrics back on when I'm actually breaking shit down. So. That intro was fucking immense, man. Shit. I love that it was just mostly a lot of like electronic, a little bit of drum, and just like, you know, not quite built into music, just giving that nice build up into it to start. That's something that's really missing in a lot of music. A lot of bands just don't do it. You know, that build up, which is amazing to listen to. Sometimes you need it, and sometimes it adds a lot to a specific song to make it sound amazing and build it up to such a heavy, high degree, man. But we're gonna jump straight into the lyrics right here, because the lyrics are basically what I do on the channel. Lyrics are just what I do for fun. I love breaking down the hardest to listen to lyrics, like fucking Prostitute's Figment, Infinite Annihilator, those kind of bands, like, you know, the really, really heavy kind of bands, the bands that are very difficult to understand. I absolutely adore it, but stuff. Holding on to words, clinging on to thoughts. So we're holding on to words, isn't holding on to them, clinging on to the very thoughts. We're trusting the vows once made. Love or hate, I can't differentiate. So holding on, clinging on to the vowels and holding them as close to your heart as you possibly can get, because you love or hate, you can't differentiate between it. You're trying just to imagine what's happening and see what's happening and just seeing what's going to go on with it. And then holding on to words, clinging on to thoughts, trusting vowels, and then yeah, basically the same thing over again. And we're going to go straight into some. Just that intro was amazing. So from what I can tell, it's going to be about some kind of relationship, partnership, breakup, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Either way, let's get going.
Take me down.
Why that chorus switch just sent shivers down my spine, man. Fucking hell. Just calm down. Get a call back a little bit. I still got shivers running down my spine, man. Fuck. That was immense. That was fucking awesome. Let's just go. How can I compare this? It reminds me of a lighter Rings of Saturn in a way. Like, you know, just the whole. It's not really video game sounding, but it has that kind of like high vibe beat to it. You know, that kind of like the playing where it just sounds very like technical, but also like it has a kind of like cartoonish kind of sound to it, kind of like, you know, how video games like music has that kind of cartoonish sound to it, kind of has that to it, which I think just makes it sound even more amazing because it's adding that kind of level and layer that only a few bands in the world actually have, like Rings of Saturn, which is very difficult to do, especially considering that's a tech death band, and they're doing this in metalcore, which is fucking incredible. But still, take me down into the depths I've sworn myself to never see. I've gotten used to second guessing being a part of me. So yes, you're going to take me down right into the very depths of your soul that I've sworn to never see about myself. I've gotten used to second guessing every single part of what I do, what I act, how I do everything. Taking my time before faking the image of a person that's got everything under control, so everything in his mind is overly fucked and overly overclustered and ridiculously twisted, and he just can't quite comprehend it, and he's trying to fake and put on a brave face for the world in order just to try to keep everything under control for that brief moment in time. And still, let's keep going. I'm not the man that I would find out right. Holding on to words, clinging on to thoughts, trusting that's one thing. Love worried I can't differentiate. I can't differentiate. But how did I end up in here? What burns up left at the end of a year? I didn't listen to myself and everyone around me, trying to answer what everyone's written from me. Guessing at the lying dead race, but I'm resorting and sort of me. To my soul, I never thought I would feel so cold. Just what I see, I never thought I would want to be. Isolated from what makes me, rolled on through misery. Time I wasted with the facing, it might not set me free. Fucking hell, I didn't even know where to pause her. That was crazy. But still, we've already done that bit, so we're going to go straight into the lyrics here. We're just going to keep breaking it down at the moment, so I keep forgetting to take off the notepad as I'm recording also, so you're going to have to forgive me for that. So yeah, I completely missed this bit. But there's a feeling deep inside of me. I am not the man I once claimed to be. That's the very start right there. And then, but how did I end up in here? I burnt out mess at the end of the year. As in like, I'm guessing this could be anything to do with the pandemic or lockdowns, or just like being completely burnt out, how like going through so much shit, so much drama, like at work, school, college, if you're a band or anything like that, you just can't quite get there. You just keep burning out because you're putting so much effort and thought and force into whatever you're doing, and you're burning yourself out. It's kind of like when I make like 30-40 videos a week and I just burn myself out, so I'm trying to go less on my videos and just trying to add more quality and longer videos into my repertoire rather than like less is more, in a sense, if you know what I mean. Like, it's better it's better to go smarter than it is to go darker, if you know what I mean. It's better to do less than more, is what I'm trying to say. I didn't listen to myself and everyone around me trying to adhere what influenced me profoundly. So I didn't listen to myself and what everyone around me was saying. I was just trying to adhere to what influenced me, and because of the influence, it kind of like made me, it kind of changed everything. It kind of made everything twisted a little bit, casting out the hated deadweights that are residing inside of me. So, like casting out all of the hatred, all of the deadweight that's like it's kind of like throwing away everything that you don't need. It's not always a good thing to do that, because those things you might need, again, it could be people, it could be somebody else, it could be family, it could be anybody. It just depends. Sometimes it's very needed, sometimes it's not. It just really just depends. This is just my interpretation of the song, by the way, so it's not just going to be exactly right. This is my first ever time listening to the song, so shit, first, second, somewhere on there. But yeah, like, I've only ever listened to it, like, barely, like, in passing, if you know what I mean. That's how I found the band to begin with. I was watching a live stream, and I just heard somebody start the song. I was like, oh shit, and then I muted it just so that I didn't ruin the song for myself. So, staring into my soul, I never thought I would feel so cold, hating just what I see. I never thought I would want to be, as I staring straight into my soul. I never thought it would feel so cold and hating everything that I see. I never thought I would want to be this thing. I never thought that I would want to be isolated. What makes me hold on through misery and the time I waste without facing it might not set me free. As in, isolated from what? Like, isolated from so many different things, holding on through the misery of the isolation, the depression. Everything else is going and wasting a whole bunch of time, as that time wasted and that depression all could hold you completely back, and you might not ever get free from it. So, I completely forgot where we were on the song, by the way. I've just been so busy trying to analyse this. It's interesting. But still, let's keep going.
Just what I see, I never thought I would want to be isolated from what makes me hold on through misery. Time I wasted without facing, it might not set me free. Holding on to words, clinging on to thoughts, trusting that wants me, love only I can differentiate.
That song was insanely fucking catchy, man. That was interesting to say. At the very least about it, like I said, it reminds me of the Rings of Sound, of a band that has such video game influences behind it. But for me, it's just very catchy. It's like, I thought that Unguided would be my favourite metalcore band of 2021, but I think this took it by about this much. Because, like, the Unguided, it kind of sounds like each song sounds very similar to the other ones. This one sounds so different to everything else that I've heard in the metalcore genre. And this band deserves so much more than what they have. They deserve hundreds of thousands of subscribers because they are that good. And their talent is undeniable. It's just ridiculous. I'm just going to jump back into the very end of the lyrics and just try to get everything else back to where we are, man. So we're just going to go straight for I feel my own ambition breathe down my neck, always trying to elevate myself into greater heights, yet it only leaves me feeling like a total wreck and lying awake through most of my nights. So it's about, like, his ambition, his drive is sending him up here, but really those heights are only making him want to crash and fall even further, because his ambition makes him scared of everything else that's going to happen, things that could go wrong, everything else, and it makes him go and lie awake. It makes loads of depression happen, and it just makes his world a little bit more shit, if you really get that. Like, that's just basically what it means. It's the song is literally about his ambition, his depression, and everything like that. But let's keep on with the lyrics before I jump into that. The flame is fading out in me. Why won't someone stop me from easing up myself? So the flame, the fire, the passion, the ambition, the burning inside of me is going away. It's fading. It's fast. It's like draining me. Break me down and take what you need. Take take what you need. I've fallen victim to my very own greed, as in like break me down, take everything that you want from me, everything. I've got no more drive left, I'm done. I've fallen victim to my own greed, to my own need for power, for my own need to reach higher and higher and higher heights, and everything is just driving my depression into the ground. And so, of course, and then you can't differentiate between the love and hate of what he's doing. Like, the differentiate part is literally about the love or hate of the music and everything else that he's ambitioning to try and do, to try to reach higher and higher and higher heights, in order to get that like record deal, or to get that like recognition, or whatever the fuck he's trying to get at that point in time. It's a very cool song, it's a very awesome song. The playing is amazing. I love the guitar, especially. Like, everything else is just basic metalcore, but the guitar is what differentiates it between every other band out there. It gives that really sick, unique vibe that you don't get much nowadays. A lot of bands just copy each other, which is very fucking annoying. It's only like the really, really heavy bands generally that have a lot of different tones to them, which is like weird, but it's kind of how it is. So it's nice to find a metalcore band that's just changing shit up, that's making stuff different and better, and I hope this band grows and grows and grows. They fucking deserve it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to check out my Discord. Down in the description below somewhere. It'll probably be in the comment or some shit, man. We can talk about metal or whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. Have a wonderful day, evening, or nights. And I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.